Hello everyone, welcome to Luminar Coffee Break. I'm Angela Andrieux and today, Friday, is our weekly wrap-up. Today I'm going to share with you a couple of images that Vanelli and I worked on this week, and I'm also going to be here to answer any questions that you have that weren't answered in any of our previous Q&A sessions. Go ahead as quickly as possible and get those into the comments. There's a little bit of a delay from when you comment to when I see it, so I want to make sure if you have questions, I'm able to get them answered for you today. Want to say a quick hello to Pat. I'm so glad you're able to be here today. Let me go ahead and switch over my screen so you can see my Luminar, and we'll go ahead and jump in. So right now I'm looking at an image that Vanelli did for you earlier this week, and he showed you how to add the bokeh background using a texture overlay. So let me show you here the before. Oops, hold that down a little longer there. There's the before, and there's an after. So what I did to recreate this, and I did go in and I recreated his edit and added my own little spin to it for today, is I started out with a template and I used one called Sunny Small, and I found that by going into the For This Photo section, looking at the nature templates, and I chose Sunny Small. Now I click through a lot of these to see which one makes the effect that's closest to the results I want, and then that's what I roll with. I then pop into the edit module and make any other additional modifications that I think the photo needs. Now in this instance, I did go into Composition AI. I did a small crop. I added a little bit of extra structure and detail to bring out some of these awesome details on this macro butterfly. And then I went over into my local masking tools where you can see I have a texture added not once but twice. So let me go ahead and turn this on. I'm going to turn both of these off so you can see what I did. Let's see here, come on, off, there we go. Now we'll go back here to the first one, make sure that's off. Okay, so here's the original. I first went up, I go to the load texture button, and I brought in a bokeh texture. So let me go ahead and turn this on, and then you can see it added some of those really pretty bokeh bubbles in the background. I also went into my advanced settings, I changed my blend mode to overlay. I adjusted the contrast and saturation a little bit to make those bokeh bubbles a little bit more vibrant and a little bit more visible. I also created a small mask to remove that texture from the body of my butterfly and a few of the flowers. I then took that texture and added it once more, and then I flipped it using this tool right here. So I got the same texture but multiplied on the other side. I used the same mask. I don't know if you know, but you can copy and paste masks here in Luminar. You go to the first one you want to use and you go to the ellipsis button and you choose copy. And then you can go into any other tool or local masking tool and go up here to the ellipsis button on that one and click paste. Now it's grayed out at the moment because I didn't actually copy it from the last one, but I assure you it does work and it works brilliantly. So it saves you a lot of time in having to mask things over and over again. So that's how I added that particular texture to this image. It's a lot of fun and it's a great way to add a little bit of something extra to your images. I also want to point out that we have some of these templates that have this built into them already. And it's not this particular bokeh, but if you go back to the templates and into the main section here, and if you scroll down, you'll find this one here called experimental. And this particular template section has some light leaks and bokeh that are really fun to play with. So I encourage you to get in there and check those out. They don't work for every image because they are a little bit unique, as experimental as the collection says. So it doesn't apply to everything, but go in there and have some fun with those. You might find a look that you really like. Let me take a quick look here at the comments and see how we're doing over here. Let's see here. Good afternoon, Russ. I'm glad you're able to make it. Let's see. Nina says, I'm sure this is somewhere, but what's the best way to learn all of the new features in Luminar AI versus Luminar 4? Also, is there a description of each filter adjustment and what it does somewhere? Yes. Okay, so the best place to start is in the user guide. So what I'm going to do here is pull up my browser and take you right there. So you're going to want to go to www.skylum.com/support. And right here at the top of the page, there's some really important tiles. The one you're going to want for this is go right here to the user guide. And this is going to bring up our Luminar AI user guide, and it has every feature that's in this program is listed here with how to use it and what it does. So if you go into the essentials tools, every single one of the tools is listed here. Let's say if you want to talk about structure, this tells you exactly what structure does, how to use the sliders, and there's even a video here on this specific topic. Same goes with working with our creative tools. So let's say you wanted to learn more about the mood tool. This will tell you exactly what those sliders do and how to use custom LUTs. And again, there's another video there to show you exactly what to do with it. So hopefully that helps you, Nina. The other place I would recommend going is going straight to skylum.com. Let that load up there. And right now there's no tabs underneath the Luminar AI tab here, but there will be soon. But similar, you can always go to the one for Luminar 4 and go to Photo Academy. And this has education stuff for all of our products, all of our applications. So definitely peruse through here. There's a lot of classes and all sorts of fun stuff. You can also check out our Skylum Software YouTube channel for tons of great stuff. You're watching it here on YouTube right now. So just explore some of the other resources we have here on this channel, and you'll find a ton of great information. If there's something specific you want to learn more about, Nina, please put it in the comments and I will take a look at that, and we can always do a future episode of Luminar Coffee Break on that topic. I want to say hello to Paul in Singapore. Russ, yes, Nina needs to check the user guide, the best place to start. Hey, Kevin, so glad you're here. All right, let's see here. Pat says we encourage you to create a bunch of bokeh bubble photos. I love hearing that. Let's see here. Kevin has some great comments and some great help for everybody. Fantastic. All right, well, let me show you the other image that I did for you this week. And actually, in addition to the image, I also talked a bit about how to manage your Sky library. So if you're new to the Luminar line of products, you might just be learning about Sky replacement and getting in there and figuring out how much fun it is. So you want to add different skies to your collection. There's a couple of different ways to do that. My favorite is next time you see a beautiful sky, grab your camera, go outside and take some pictures. Start building up your own library of your own skies, so when you use that sky replacement tool, all of your images are 100% uniquely yours. However, if you live in a place where you don't get those kind of gorgeous skies, or maybe you're just getting started and you want to have something to work with now, going to the marketplace on the Skylum website and downloading some of our sky packs is a great place to start building your sky library. As you build those up, you're going to want to know how to organize them and keep them and access them when you need them. So what I do is go to the Edit tab, and we'll go into the Creative Tools and into our Sky AI. And right here in our Sky tool, I'm going to go ahead and click to reset this so we can see it from the beginning. We have our Sky Selection drop-down menu. So the first thing you want to do when you download that new Sky pack is unzip the file. You'll end up with a folder full of JPEGs, and you go to this Show Custom Skies folder, and that'll pull it up either in Finder or Explorer, depending on if you're in Windows or Mac. And it's in Skies, Custom, and you'll see that I have a handful of folders here already with some skies. So you can drag that folder of JPEGs that you download or that you create yourself into this folder so you can access them quickly and easily from within Luminar AI. So we go ahead and close that up and I'll show you. Go ahead and click this button again. There we go. And now you'll see I have several folders with tons of different skies in here. And I have one down here towards the bottom that I put in here of my own skies. And I think what we used here was it soft orange and blue? Let that load up there for a second. There we go, that's the one we had up. So you can add in your own sky images as well as those you purchase or download from other sources. There's a lot of great resources out there for collecting skies. Now, one thing I do want to mention about this is we do recommend for most people to keep the resources in that folder at 50 or fewer skies. And we say that because it can have a pretty significant effect on the performance of Luminar AI if that folder gets too big. So if you have a computer that's closer to our minimum specifications, you'll definitely want to pay attention to that 50 sky. It's not a limit per se, but kind of a guideline. If you have a really powerful machine, you can push that quite a bit further. I think I've got well over 50 in my list. If you're talking about a library that has thousands of images, I actually recommend keeping those in a separate folder in an easy to find location on your hard drive so you can go pull them up easily whenever you want them. And to do that, you go to the same menu, and down at the very, very bottom, we have an option to load a custom sky image. And that'll allow you to go into the file network on your computer and find that folder where you keep all of your skies and pull them up easily that way. So hopefully that helps you with managing your sky libraries, whether you're getting started or whether you have a ton of them already. And then I just wanted to show you this really cool photo. We did a little bit of work on it. We removed a couple of distractions. We brightened it up. We brought out details, added structure. The biggest thing with sky replacements for me is paying attention to the direction of the light. So in our sky, the light is coming in from the right-hand side, and you see that the light in the natural image is hitting the right side of these rocks. So you want to make sure that direction of light matches. I also recommend getting into the advanced settings, playing with the atmospheric haze. That can add a nice natural effect to just help things blend a little bit better. And you can work with the exposure and the temperature of that sky as well. If the sky that you want to use has the light coming from the wrong direction, you can always choose flip sky, and that'll help with the results. All right, so let me take a look at the comments. Let's see, Nina says, more on using textures would be appreciated at a future date. We can definitely work that in. I foresee a lot of things with textures because those are a lot of fun to work with and can add a really neat, what's the word I'm looking for? Just a really neat effect to your images. All right, Harlan says, I would like information on how to use the sky images to show as a reflection of water at the bottom of the photo. So Harlan, this is coming to an update to Luminar AI coming next year. We'll have Sky AI 2.0, and that will automatically add in those reflections and ripples in the water and things like that for a much more realistic effect. So that will be coming very soon. Let's see here. Nina is saying the exact same thing, that it's coming soon. Perfect. And Kevin is confirming that. So awesome. If you guys have any other questions, go ahead and pop those into the comments, and I'll do my best to get those answered. Otherwise, feel free to comment on the video after the fact if you're watching this at a later time. Vanelli and I keep an eye on all of those comments, as do others in the Skylum team, and we want to do our best to answer those questions and address any concerns you have. Let's see, Nina has one more question here. Aesthetic is the word I was looking for, yes. You're absolutely right. That is the word I was trying to find. Appreciate that. All right, guys. Well, if there's no other questions for today, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I hope you guys had a great week and are enjoying Luminar AI. I know it's a lot of fun for me, and we've had a great time interacting with you every day this week and answering your questions. You know, keep commenting, keep posting. Let us know what you want to learn. It's why we're here. If you like this video and you like this series, make sure you give it a thumbs up there on YouTube, so that way we know that you like being here. I want to wish you a wonderful weekend. Get out there, take some photos, have fun, and I will see you next week. Bye, everyone.